So a Web3 app is decentralized and trustless. All that sounds good, but what does it all mean? Hey YouTube, this is Rashad. Today we're going to take apart Facebook and put it back together, but as a Web3 application. Go ahead, sign up. You comb through the photos on your phone for the last 3 years and try to find a photo where you don't look like an absolute goblin. Submit that, and you create your Facebook account. On the Web2 Facebook, that gets stored on a Facebook database hosted by a Facebook server near you. Now that's central. On our Web3 version of Facebook, that sign-up data that you just submitted is going to get broken up into a lot of little pieces, and it's going to be scrambled and distributed across a lot of different nodes on the blockchain. That, my friends, is what they call encryption. And a node is any participating computer on a blockchain. The node could belong to your other goblin friend who just signed up as well. But that little piece of broken data that they're holding on for you in isolation by itself would be absolutely meaningless to them. When it comes to encrypted data, you need a very special key to decrypt the data or put things back together again. Web3 Facebook could have it be so that only you and your Facebook friends could use their private keys to put their encrypted data back together again for their viewing. And only you could manipulate your data using your private key. Congratulations, you now own your own data. Great, but why is that important? Okay, imagine this. Facebook encounters a data leak, and all of your photos that are available on different Facebook albums are now available to the hacker. Whatever, those weren't compromising photos, and my friends could see them anyway. So what's the big deal? See, seemingly harmless data in the hands of a motivated hacker could do a lot of damage. For example, if you had enough photos out there, a really motivated hacker could put these together using deep fakes and make you say or do a lot of things. Let's talk about the business model for a second. Facebook is a phenomenally successful business. The way it makes money, and a buttload of it, is by allowing businesses to target advertisements by very specific data about Facebook's users. Because a Web2 company would theoretically have unrestricted access to all of your data. Even things you don't consider data, for example, when you logged in, how long you were active for during a login, where you're logging in from, things that you'd normally not pay too much heed to. So the way Facebook and the businesses that run advertisements on Facebook and the shareholders of Facebook would be happy is by getting its users to come back to Facebook as often as possible and for these users to stay on Facebook for as long as possible. People get addicted to seeing new things about the same old people or new things about new people. So it's in the Facebook system's best interest to give you friend suggestions that will let you grow your network faster. Facebook knows what content to show you to get a stronger reaction out of you, and all the while hauling money bags from advertisers. The difference between a Web2 app and a Web3 app is in a Web3 app, the user and the investor aren't separate parties with separate interests. Shareholders of Facebook determine what features get pushed to Facebook, irrespective of whether they use Facebook or not. Our Web3 version of FB would raise money for its treasury by selling FB tokens to its users. The way you would then be using this app is by using these FB tokens. Maybe, and I'm imagining here, most things are free to use, except when you want to create a group. That's when you'll need to spend FB tokens. All hypothetical. But who decides that? You, as the user, do. Because in a Web3 app, all token holders, who are the users, would get to participate in the governance of the app. Say one of your goblin friends suggests that there shouldn't be any ads running on Web3 Facebook. All the token holders vote on it, and it passes. Poof, the ads are gone. The core team of developers, or a team of open source contributors, take up the task of making the coding changes necessary, and they get paid in FB tokens for doing the job, or they get paid in fiat currency that is held in Web3 Facebook's treasury. Again, the users decide how remuneration happens. Oh, hi, Mark.
Hi, Rashad. Good stuff with your channel. Really appreciate all the hard work you've put in. I'm a subscriber, and I can't say I'm displeased.
That's kind of you to say, Mark.
I've been listening to your
Wait, what?
Web3ification on
How?
Facebook, and I gotta say, I see some issues, buddy.
For starters, the login experience would be trash. If I had to connect my crypto wallet anytime I wanted to sign in, that's terrible user experience. Also, what happens when nodes spin down because some users go offline? How do you fetch your data? How can you guarantee consistent speeds of browsing when you're searching the network? My pages load under a second. Yours might take a minute. I've got a lot more to say, but I've got a poker game to get to in the metaverse. I'll have my team get in touch with you.
Hello? Okay, these are valid concerns. No matter how valuable ownership of data is to users, if the user experience is subpar, our Web3 Facebook doesn't stand a chance. But Web3 Facebook could be built by Facebook itself. Blockchain is just a technology, it's not a business. And Facebook is a business whose mission is to connect people around the world. Blockchain would let Facebook do that for its users while still letting their users have ownership of their data. Big tech companies have the talent, the resources, and I want to believe the goodwill to leverage blockchain technology for the benefit of their users. So the next time I chat with Mark, I'll be sure to push for it a little harder. Till then, stay safe. I'll see you in the next episode.